Hi, I'm Linda Montour from myplaceforserenity.com, and I'm here today to talk to you about some useful ways to use that yoga mat that's no longer working for you. So before we get into our little suggestions on how to recycle your yoga mat, I want to talk to you a little bit beforehand about cleaning your yoga mat, because it's really important to keep your yoga mat clean, as you know, when you're using it for your yoga practice or when you're going to recycle it. The easiest way is, soap and water in a bathtub, perhaps. Make sure you dry it out really well before you go to reuse it. And there's also a product made by Kool-Aid that's an organic cleaner, and it's a spray, and you can spray it on your mat. So, in between yoga practices, spray it, let it dry, and it'll keep your yoga mat smelling nice and fresh. Other than that, we have these great ideas that you can use with your cleaned mat on how to reuse, recycle your mats. So now we're going to start showing you and talking about some different ways that you can recycle your yoga mat. Now, keep in mind, you've already cleaned these, so this doesn't sound as gross as you think it might if you hadn't cleaned it, but you can make placemats. Easy to cut up. You can cut them into whatever shape you want to. I just made these into some nice rectangular shaped mats. They're great for indoor or outdoor use at your picnic table or whatever. They are easy to decorate as you want to. If you wanted to also, you can take a little embroidery floss and embroider designs around it. You can cut them into different shapes, whatever works for you. And that's one suggestion. Another suggestion is if you have outdoor furniture that aren't so comfortable, you can create your own little mat. This is just a single layer, but you can always double up on it by using hot glue to glue different layers together to make it more cushioning. You could even cut a mat to, say, for going to outdoor sporting events. Make those benches not so uncomfortable if you're sitting there for a couple of hours watching a football game or a baseball game or something like that. They're very easy to cut as well. You can either draw a line, to use make a template to cut the shape that you're looking for, and you can either use X-Acto knife or regular scissors to cut the shape that you're looking for. Another neat idea is when you're working at your desktop computer, a nice little wrist guard to protect your hands and give them extra support while you're doing all that typing away on the computer. Again, easy to use, easy to make. Just cut a rectangular shape to whatever length you want and glue a couple of layers of them together to give you the amount of cushion or height that you're looking for. Simple and easy. It's just a jar opener or something like that. If you can't get a good grip on those really tightly stuck on caps, this is a great little grippiness to it to help you open up your jar. You can even cut them into little shapes to use for the bottom of chairs to protect your hardwood floors or any other surfaces from the scratchiness of the bottom of your chairs at a dining room table or your desk or wherever you need it. They adhere on easily. You can use a little bit of hot glue if you don't want them to stay on permanently, because eventually they probably will wear down. But easy enough to make, little circles. You could even make your own little koozie for your beverages. Again, easy. You just hot glue, cut it to the size you need it, hot glue it, and then glue a piece along the bottom so that it won't slide, your can won't slide out from the bottom of your koozie. Also, you can make a coaster for it. Easy enough. Circle, shape whatever size you want it to. You could even just use it as a mat for, say, in your kitchen when you're at the sink doing your dishes or in front of the stove and you're standing there cooking, and sometimes the surfaces can get a little tiring on your legs if you're standing there for a while. Gives you a little extra cushion, makes it a little bit easier to perform household kitchen tasks. You could also use a mat like this if you were going to go, say, camping, and you want to leave the muddy shoes outside instead of dragging the mud into your tent or your camper. You can just have a place to take off the dirty shoes. They can be used for a lot of different ways too. You can donate them to animal shelters even, where they can be used in the crates for the animals that are there, and it'll give them a little place to also feel a little bit more comfortable. They can be given to homeless shelters even, where they could use them as a sleep mat. You could use it for camping, for sleep mats also, to put underneath your sleeping bag and make the ground a little bit more comfortable to lie on. There's so many different things that you could do. Just be creative. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can find other videos on our website, myplaceforserenity.com.